Hello and welcome to my Today in History channel. My name is Sotonye Afiesimam. If you're a subscriber, thanks a lot for your support. I do appreciate it. If you're a returning visitor, I appreciate you dropping by once again. Why not subscribe so that you receive updates of my video uploads? If you're here for the first time, welcome to my channel where I discuss events that occurred on this day in history with a view to informing, hopefully entertaining, and most importantly, learning lessons from positive events and mistakes of the past, and hopefully not repeating those mistakes because, as the saying goes, history tends to repeat itself. So guys, let's get cracking with today's important events as recorded in history. It's the 9th of November and we'll start with Paris. There was a coup, a palace coup on this day, which led to the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. So that's a painting illustrating what happened on this day in Paris. It marked the end of the French Revolution and brought Napoleon to power. So 1799 was the year. Of course, today was the 9th of November. Okie dokie, let's move on now to the year 1877. On this day, Indian poet and philosopher, pictured here, Muḥammad Iqbāl, was born. He was known for his influential efforts to direct his fellow Muslims toward the establishment of a separate Muslim state, an inspiration that was eventually realized in the country of Pakistan. He was born in a town called Sialkot, India. Now, Sialkot is now located in Pakistan after the state of Pakistan was created. Okay, so that's Muḥammad Iqbāl, the father of modern Pakistan, born on this day in 1877. He died, as you can see from here, in 1938. So a few more pictures of him. Okay, so let's move on now to the year 1922. Dorothy Dandridge was born on this day. Absolutely gorgeous Dorothy Dandridge. Who was she? She was the first Black woman to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress. Dandridge performed as a vocalist in venues such as the Cotton Club and the Apollo Theatre. During her early career, she performed as a part of the Wonder Children, later the Dandridge Sisters, and appeared in a succession of films, usually in uncredited roles. How sad, uncredited roles. In 1959, Dandridge was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Porgy and Bess. She is the subject of the 1999 HBO biographical film introducing Dorothy Dandridge. She has been recognized with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Dandridge was married and divorced twice. First to dancer Harold Nicholas, the father of her daughter, Haroline Suzanne, and then to hotel owner Jack Dennison. Dandridge died under mysterious circumstances at the young age of 42. So that is Dorothy Dandridge, who on this day became the first Black woman to be nominated for an Academy Award. The year was again 1922. So I'm going to show you more pictures of this talented, gorgeous actress, Dorothy Dandridge. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, guys, let's move on now to the next historical event of note. Albert Einstein. This was the day, same year that Dorothy Dandridge was born. The same year Dorothy Dandridge became the first Black woman to be nominated for an Academy Award. So on the same day, Albert Einstein was named the winner of the 1921 Nobel Prize for Physics for his explanation of the photoelectric effect. The Nobel Committee had delayed awarding the 1921 Physics Prize until 1922. Not sure what the reasons were or what the reason was, but this is history as it happened. 1922, he was 42, as it says here on this poster. Nobel Prize in Physics, 1921. 1923, so exactly a year later, Alice Coachman, first African-American woman to win an Olympic gold, was born. So that is Alice Coachman. I'll show you some more pictures of her as a younger woman doing her thing. She's on the podium here. And okay, high jump. That's her there, much older, doing her thing again. Tuskegee. So that's another picture of Alice Coachman doing her thing. Again, she was the first African-American woman to win an Olympic gold medal, born on this day in 1923. 1934, Carl Sagan was born. Carl Edward Sagan was an American astronomer, planetary scientist, cosmologist, astrophysicist, astrobiologist, author, and science communicator. Wow. His best known scientific contribution is research on extraterrestrial life, including experimental demonstration of the production of amino acids, or amino acids as Americans would say, from basic chemicals by radiation. Sagan assembled the first physical messages sent into space, the Pioneer plaque and the Voyager Golden Record, universal messages that could potentially be understood by any extraterrestrial intelligence that might find them. Interesting. Sagan argued the now accepted hypothesis that the high surface temperatures of Venus can be attributed to and calculated using the greenhouse effect. So that is Carl Sagan, who was born on this day in 1934. Famous American astronomer, planetary scientist, cosmologist, astrophysicist, astrobiologist, author, and science communicator. Okay, let's move on now to 1953. On this day, Cambodia became independent from France. So that's a picture of the map of Cambodia, right here at the bottom left-hand corner in orange. And the capital Phnom Penh. See if I can find any more pictures. So Independence Day celebrations in Phnom Penh. More pictures. 1953, Cambodia wins independence from French colonial rule under King Sihanouk. It becomes the Kingdom of Cambodia. Beautiful, beautiful structure here. And Independence Day float. Same here. Okay, let's move on now to the year 1985. This is the day that Garry Kasparov, who was 22 years old, defeated Anatoly Karpov to become the youngest male world chess champion. So I'm sure you can guess from this who is Karpov and who is Kasparov. Okay, if you can't read Russian, but I'm sure you should know just by looking at the length of the characters here. So Karpov is the guy on the right, and Kasparov, obviously, the other person, the guy on the left. So the young Karpov defeats Kasparov, the reigning champion at the time, to become world chess champion. The day, November the 9th, the year was 1985. So on this day, 1985, history was made in the chess world. And Karpov defeats Kasparov. 1996, 11 years later, Evander Holyfield, pictured here. He scored a technical knockout of Mike Tyson to win the heavyweight boxing championship for the third time. So that is Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. So the poster promoting the boxing bout on this day in 1996. So everything is here. Finally, Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield, WBA heavyweight championship. 3 heavyweight championships. Saturday, November 9th, 1996. So there were 3 other people fighting on that day. Michael Mora versus something Botha, Harry or Henry Akinwande versus Solkin, and then Christy Martin. Anyway, so that's a poster for you. As it happened on this day, Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield won the fight. Last but not least, pictured here is Swedish writer and activist Stig Larsson. This was the day he died from a heart attack in Stockholm, Sweden, a year before The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was published, the first installment in his internationally acclaimed Millennium series. So that is Stig Larsson, who sadly passed on this day, author of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So that's the book, famous book, a book which made him famous. So on that note, guys, we've come to the end of today's Today in History for the 9th of November. Thanks again for dropping by. I appreciate your support. Don't take your support for granted. Keep watching Today in History channel, and I hope to see you tomorrow again for another edition of Today in History. My name again is Sotonia Fiesimara. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for dropping by. Stay safe, and I shall see you tomorrow, November 10th. Bye-bye.